Hello guys, my name is Vivek Nopane. So this is our fourth tutorial and we're going to continue our registration system, the custom registration system that we started in our previous video. So let's get started. We ended up to here. So I told you about the env file, which is at the bottom of your project right here, .env. So you need to connect the database through this .env file. Inside this there is a db database. So first of all, what you need to do is create a new database. Right, go to the php localhost myadmin, and inside there you can create a new database like here. So create database, you can insert the name and just create it. So I have already created a database called agro project over here, which you can simply create. So agro project contains nothing right now, so I'm going to connect this to my Laravel project. So my db database will be agro project and my username will be root and my password will be nothing. So I'm going to save it. Now after I saved it, I need to run my serve again. So I'm going to cancel that serve and I run the serve again with my database connected on it. So php artisan serve. So it is taking time, so let's make it take the time. So here I have completed up to here. So sorry, I have to refresh it. So okay, I have completed up to here: first name, last name, email, password, and confirm password. So if you are going to see inside the register.php, here is register your company, and of course the company doesn't have a first name and last name, so we are going to change it over here. So my first name will be first name. I'm going to changing this name to name only, and my last name I'm going to give it a location. So my name will be location as well. So my placeholder will be location and the placeholder for this will just be name. So this looks fine for me right now. So if I'm going to refresh it, so here will be company name, location, email, password, and confirm your password. So this looks good for me. You can add any other field if you want to by just doing the same process that I will do in this tutorial, so which is not hard anyway. So we are done with this. Now let's go to our controller. So inside this validate, I have made some mistake. So actually I don't need to validate this password confirmation because I can just validate it through here, like by writing confirmed. So password confirmation is done. So I want the email to be unique, so I'm going to give a unique email to every user. So unique, this will do the thing that I want. So unique users, and I want the location to be nothing but required, and I'm going to give the maximum length to be 255. So this is my location and everything looks pretty fine. So you need to mention this use eliminate validation validator class inside your register controller. You have to use this so that you can implement this validate and validator function properly, because this is a default validation function of Laravel. So you can use this class and use it for validating. So my validation is done. Now I need to create a database. So I have already created a database also. My agro project is my database name, but I want to create a table so that I can input my value inside the table too. So basically what I will do is Laravel provide me a default table for a user. So if you can see here, Laravel is giving me the migration. Inside a migration, you can see in your own project that it is giving me the create user table. So I'm getting the different user table. If I have to create other table, then I have to create it, but for my registration system I already have the user table, so I don't want to create that because I already have this. So in your table you are going to find up to here inside your user table this name, email, and password, but I'm going to input another column on it. So I'm going to write table and I want it to be string, and I'm going to close it, and I want it to be location. So my location is added inside my table, which should do good. Now I also want to add this location inside my user.php model. What I want to do, if you are not seeing it correctly, it is inside your app folder, the user.php model. So inside my fileable, I want to add another fileable called location. So this will add location to my fileable, protected fileable. So this is nice. Now I want to migrate, but if I migrate right now, I'm going to get an error because I haven't specified the default string length of my table. So I need to do is, so right now what I need to do is go to my server, run this, and if I migrate it right after this, you are going to see a error that says that default string length is long or something like that. So you can try it yourself, but I'm not getting that error right now. I'm just going to solve that error directly, so that prevention is better than cure or something like that. So I'm going to go out here and I'm going to add a schema over here inside my app service provider and inside this boot function, and I'm giving it default string length. So it will give me 191, and I'm going to copy it, paste it. I'm going to use a facade, so I'm going to use a facade, and I'm going to include a schema over here. So this will do good. So I have to save it, too, and I'm going to run the command. So my command will be php artisan serve, and it will hopefully run. So database on default, eliminate exception, default string length. So I'm getting an error in my code somewhere in my app service provider. So default string default, so it is default string length. Now let's see if there was any change inside my local host, inside my agro project. So no, of course. Then I need to run this again. php artisan not serve set. I was writing serve, I have to write migrate. Okay, migration create table created successfully. So if I'm going to see here inside my agro project, I should get the table. Okay, inside user there should be location added to the name, email and password. So location added to the name, email and password. So it is quite good. I'm getting what I want. Now I have to close. I can close this user PSP and this table too. Inside my registration controller I have this. So now what I want to do is I want to use that model. So I am going to use app slash, the name of a model is user. So I want my user, inside my user I want to create everything that I'm going to create from the request. So I want to request all. So what this will do is the request that we are getting after validation, it is going to create all of that name, email, password, and the input value that we include inside that form text. We can easily create that inside the user table that we created through the user model, and this is the default. We can directly create it like this. This is the best and easy way of creating the inputting the file inside database. So after doing this, what you will get is all their values saved inside the database. So just to check, I want to return, if this happen, I want to return successfully created. Now let's run it and see whether it works or not, and whether I'm lying or telling the truth. So I want a company to be Lizard, I want the location to be Nepal, I want the email to be @gmail.com, I want the password to be like this, I want like this. So let's register. So after I register successfully created, which means I should get the value right here. So let's see. Of course, Lizard, Vivek and password is this Eric Master, location is Nepal. So I'm getting everything, but my password inside my database is seen. So I need to decrypt that just to make that, just to convert that into some kind of key or token. So what I need to do is I need to write dollar request password equals to bcrypt, and inside the bcrypt I need to write dollar request password. Let's see, hopefully this is the code. Now I need to go back. I need to write everything is over here, so I just need to change the path. I'm going to change the email like 1. My password will be like this, and my another password will be this. So let's register. Successfully created. Now let's go over here and run it. Then I'm getting the same. So it means that my bcrypt is not working. Let's try to find out what was the error. So request password, so my dollar request password equals to bcrypt request password, and it's not doing the job for me. So let's see what was the error that I made. I can see it over here. So request password equals to bcrypt request password, this should do the job, and that is exactly what I'm doing. So let's change the thing over here, like inside my group project, and this is, haven't I changed, I have copied it. Successfully created, it is created, but this is not what I want. So let's try it again. Okay, fine. Okay, I'm expecting, I think I know why I get that error. Okay, fine. bs star location is Nepal, so my email will be pan11@com. My password will be ice12345, and my password will be 12345. So let's register, and successfully created. Let's see whether my password is decrypted or not. So again, no. So there must be some error that I am making. So bcrypt password is not working for me, and everything else is going quite well. So as you can see, my data has been registered. So this is quite easy. So what I want to do now is I have created this, I have created my data, my data is inserted into my database. So now basically I want to go over here, and inside the blade.php I am going to, inside this division I am going to write that if, I want to create the if statement, if count dollar errors is greater than 0, what I want is to create, if there is greater than 0, then I want to go to the unordered list. I want to give it class equals to alert danger. I'm going to create a list for this, and inside this list I want to do is add for each dollar errors all is error, what I want to do is display that error. So come over here and give me that error. So let's see what I will get. So I'm going to go back here. So fatal error unexpected line PHP. Let's see what is the error is about. So in line number 54, probably here. So let's go over here, line number 54. What should be the error that I'm getting? Let's end this. Now let's see. Unexpected end if so let's in for each. Fine, I think it should do the job for me. Still not unexpected end of file. So I shall not do this. I'm just going to directly write it like this, and I'm just going to do this like this. Let's see I'm getting error or not again. Of course I'm getting the error, so let's do like this at the rate if and see again. Okay, thank you. At the rate and if at the rate and for each, and I want this to be somewhere in between here. So let's see. Okay, so my name is, my name of company will be Vivek. So my location will be Kathmandu, and my email is will be so my passport will be something like this. I'm going to change my passport. I think I typed it incorrectly, so let's register, and it's going to register well, but the email has already been taken. So I'm getting the error, so it is working fine. The error part of mine, and I suppose there is this has not come up here. Let's see, and it is not included, so there are only 3 lists. So it is just forwarding me because of that email has to be unique, and email has already been taken. So I am just doing it great. So it is perfectly fine. My registration system has been created. I'm getting it. I'm getting the error. Is everything should be valid. I'm just getting the validation function working. I'm just getting everything inside my database, and there is just problem of this bcrypt. So I'm going to solve that problem in my next video, and I'm going to tell you the solution of that, why the bcrypt isn't working. So that's all for today. Thank you very much. Please like and subscribe, and thank you.